Good morning, Kim. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And yourself?
Good, good. So I'm really excited. As I told you, I kind of just happened upon your website as I was looking for something, personally for my family. And I know that you're sitting in one of your beautiful cottages now. So why don't you tell us a little bit about coastal homes and the vacation homes that you have just outside Moncton?
Well, almost 20 years ago, my husband purchased some land in Cocan, and he's a home designer, so he wanted to build some very unique homes that were environmentally friendly. So we built a street in Cocan. There's 18 houses on it now, and the front lots are all one level, and the back lots are all two. And the houses are all designed backwards, so when you walk in, the bedrooms are on the bottom, and your living space is on the top so that you're getting the views.
Okay.
So you're getting, the sunrise from the corner at the point of Cocan Island. You're getting the moonrise. You're getting the moon shining on the water. You get the sunsets. There's fire pits there, so you can go out at night, have a fire, and look up at the stars. It's a beautiful spot. It's all environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
So we're
Well,
pretty
if
proud of that.
when I look at the pictures, I feel like, you know, I get the feeling, a few words come to mind, peaceful and the
Mhm.
experience of being there. And also it's just so relaxing, but beautiful from the picture. So I can only imagine if you're there, during a sunrise or a sunset. So when we were chatting before, kind of setting this up, you were telling me about the fact that you rarely advertised within New Brunswick um, because of your clientele. And now because of, the pandemic that we're in, it hit you a little bit harder and it made you kind of pivot. So can you add a little bit about where your clientele usually come from and kind
Yeah.
of how we can
Um,
experience your homes?
Kind of hit us like a ton of bricks. There's no other way to put it.
Mm.
We're usually booked for the whole summer, like almost a year ahead of time, because a lot of our cottages are, 4 and 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom. So, you can bring 2 and 3 families and all stay in one spot. So 95% of our business comes from Ontario, Quebec, and out west. So we've always focused our advertising there. So when COVID hit, of course, at first, nobody knew what to do. We didn't know what the regulations were. We didn't know what the rules were. So people were writing to me, and I said, well, let's just hang on, see how it goes. Maybe with any luck, by, July and August, we'll be good to go. So as the government progressed with the rules and the COVID kept spreading and it didn't get, better like we assumed that it would, I started to write to them and I said, I'm going to make everybody an offer to book for next year. And they all wanted to wait, wanted to hold on. So a couple weeks ago when we got the big news, it's not opening unless you own a house and you have family here and you have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. Well, all of our bookings were 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
So I contacted every one of them, told them our rules, sent the government forms to them and said, I'd really love to have you come, but it's impossible at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So my offer was to rebook them for the same week next year, same amount of guests, no price increase. We would just flip everybody over.
Mm-hmm.
And 90% of my clients all rebooked for 2021. I only had to refund, the other 10%, which I thought was utterly amazing.
Yeah.
Quite proud of that,
So that
And
makes for a good summer next year. So you're like, yay for summer next year.
I think I have 2 weeks left for next year, just
Right.
in case anybody's looking.
That's right.
So this year, now we had to flip our focus around
Mhm.
because, like I told you, we've never really advertised to New Brunswick because we've never had to, I guess.
Right.
So we've done a lot of Facebook ads trying to promote all the things that we have here. Like, everybody thinks we only have Parley Beach, Abato, and Kujabaquack, and the Bucktoosh Dunes.
Mhm.
But we have a whole coastline of private beaches nobody ever goes to.
Mhm.
And that's what people need right now. We need those little beaches, the little hideaways. We don't need to be on a beach with 200 people.
Right. Yeah.
So my husband actually went online and he did up a beach map for everybody that's coming to our cottages that don't want to be on those crowded beaches. So they can find all these little hidden gems
Yeah.
and go hide out and not have to worry about COVID.
Yeah.
So we've done that also. And I've spent a ton of money advertising on Facebook
Yeah.
because, these days that's the place to advertise.
Yes,
Everybody
absolutely.
sees it and they get excited and they click it and they share it with their friends. And I've ran a couple of contests. My niece in Halifax makes Stay the Blazes Home t-shirts and
Okay.
mugs and stuff. So I ran contests and said, share the page. I'll send you
Mhm.
a Stay the Blazes Home mug.
Yeah.
So Stephen McNeil did a really great job, with
Did.
Stay the
Yeah,
Blazes Home.
he certainly put that on the map. We have the t-shirts as well. So
Yeah, so
it sounds like for a bit there you were knocked down, right? And you were like, what is going to happen? But then
yeah,
you started, and a lot of people would probably say to you, well, why would you not advertise? But because your branding and your customers were coming from out of the province, that's what happens. It's no different than, my family and I going to PEI or Nova Scotia for,
exactly.
for a vacation. So how are you finding the uptake of people? And I said it in my last episode, and I'll say it again. New Brunswickers for New Brunswick. How are you finding the uptake of our own backyard? Coming to you, for to book their vacations.
It's a little different. They I don't think people realize exactly what we have to offer in New Brunswick. We're all so used to, we go to Cuba a lot in the wintertime.
Mhm.
So we're used to going there, but if Cuba was closed, we wouldn't even know what to do here.
Right.
So it teaches you to learn what you have in your backyard.
Mhm.
We have so many great things we can do here. You can go walk the ocean floor, at the Bay of Fundy there. You can go to the beaches, yes, but we have lots of parks, we have lots of walking trails, and everything has been done with COVID so that it's accessible to people,
Mhm.
so long as you keep your distance.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's a learning curve for everybody because everybody's sitting home going, well, if we have to stay here, what are we going to do?
Right. That's right. And so it makes people shift. And I have to say
Yeah,
that, being from Miramichi and Kokan being so close, you know, it's such a great destination because within an hour you can be anywhere. You could be, like you say,
yeah,
in Fundy. You could be in Miramichi. You could, you can, and what a great, phenomenal, as a beach lover myself, what a phenomenal little treat to have that of all these private beaches, right? You can
yeah,
almost,
exactly.
it's almost like a little treasure
We
hunt.
go to them ourselves. So, I
Yeah.
mean, we're pretty spoiled. We can jump on the boat or the jet skis, and within 5 minutes from our house, we can go to Parley Beach, we can go to Calumet, we can go to Shediac Island,
Yeah.
and that's where everybody goes, kind of hide away from everybody.
Yeah.
But there's a little paddleboard shack in Shediac. You can go there, rent a paddleboard, go up and down the river.
Yeah.
Like there's so many great things
So
you can
much.
do. You can go out on the lobster boat and have a lobster dinner and learn how to open those lobsters that nobody knows how to open,
Hmm.
and enjoy your dinner, see the sunset. Like there's so many great things. Like I know everybody's with Facebook and the internet and oh, I can't live without it. But you know what's great about this year? You can come, have a big bonfire, have your family sitting around you, look up at the stars, and just enjoy each other.
That's right.
Like it's time to go back to what it used to be.
Mhm.
Although that being said, we do have unlimited Wi-Fi in all of our houses.
Well, hey, and you know what? Sometimes that's needed, but what a plus even for people, who are now working from home and
Yeah.
now they can work from anywhere, right? We've shown that in this pandemic
Hmm.
that working from home now we can work from anywhere. We can work productively from our camper or from, as long as we
Yes.
have those tools. So what can people expect to find when they contact you at Coastal Homes or on your website, which is Waterfront Canada, what can they expect to find when they come? Can you explain a little bit about what they find in the cottages?
Well, usually when they walk in the door, the first thing we get is a wow,
Mm-hmm.
which, makes our hearts fill pretty quick. We have all of our furniture is quality furniture. So it's the same thing you would expect in your home, something really nice, inviting, comfortable. Excuse me. Our beds are all pillow top beds. So you're going to get a nice comfy sleep, good bedding. Our kitchens have everything in them that I have in my kitchen, except a blender. People tend to break my blender, so I stopped putting them. But you have, your fridge, stove, dishwasher, coffee maker, microwave. I'm looking at the kitchen while I'm saying this. All your pots and pans, your cooking stuff. So you can bake, you can cook, do anything you want. You have a barbecue on the back deck, 50-inch big screen TV, your unlimited Wi-Fi. The bathrooms all have, really nice bathtub. And we have washers and dryers too.
Okay,
So
that's a
you
plus
don't
for
have to worry
families.
about coming home from the beach with wet clothes and wet bathing suits. You throw them in the washers, just like being at home.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
how close is the beach?
from the one I'm in right now in Shediac Bridge, you can get to Parley Beach within 7 minutes.
Okay.
But you can also go right here, and when the tide is out, you can walk the river beach right here. And there's a little hidden beach not far from here in Casey Cape. It's probably 9 minutes from here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were staying at one of our places in Cocan, within 5 minutes, there's 4 hidden beaches that people don't go to there.
Right.
So, there's lots of little hideaways.
Little hideaways, yeah. Yeah.
And,
So how can people connect with you then? So, people are saying, oh, I'm looking for this type of place. I'm looking for something that has the amenities of home, right? Where I can, but also, the relaxing and also family time. So how can people connect with you? And are you taking reservations now?
We're still taking reservations. I have a few weeks open, not many, but they can contact me on my cell at 875-3996.
Okay.
Or they can send me an email to homeforrent@rogers.com.
Okay.
And if they go on our website at waterfrontcanada.ca, there's a direct contact link in there. They can send me from there. And I'm usually answering my emails till 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Awesome.
And I reply usually within an hour to 2 hours.
Okay.
And my cell phone's on all the time.
Okay. So they can expect to have that great customer service where you're there to serve them,
Yes.
to make sure that their vacation is going to be top notch.
Well, we try, and as a little treat, we have a lot of customers that have been coming back for almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a guy, he comes from Alberta, and he's too funny because he calls me every year, and they were actually booked for this year. They come for a month, and he had to cancel because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And his first question every year is, "Are you still making fudge?"
Oh.
And I say yes, and he says, "Okay, Kim, book me," because I make homemade fudge for all of our clients.
Oh, okay.
And we make a raspberry Zinfandel wine also. So they're greeted in their fridge when they first get here with a bottle of wine and a plate of fudge.
Oh, that's an added touch.
It is,
Yeah.
trust me. And I sample the fudge every week when I make it, trust me. It's like 6 pounds every summer. So Larry's afraid I'm going to stop making the fudge.
Well, I don't suppose you would if that's a great selling feature. So, I know that, COVID has knocked down or knocked back so many small business owners like yourselves. And I truly hope that, the people of New Brunswick watching this or, sharing this will see that there are beautiful, top-notch quality destinations that we can, visit within our own province. So I wish you a really great summer.
Well,
I
I
hope
hope
your
you
weeks fill up, and I hope everyone takes advantage of those private beach maps. I would love to get one of those myself.
send me an email and I'll send you one.
Awesome, thank you. And I do wish you a great summer, and I thank you for this opportunity to be on the show.
Well, I thank you for the opportunity to show New Brunswick what we have to offer. And in a time like this, we need all the help we can get. So we appreciate your Oasis
Oh,
program.
thank you so much. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Bye.
Bye.